Hello guys, in this video I'll be discussing the super important questions of module 4 of the subject biology for engineers, and the subject code is here. So the first question, important super important question from module 4 is explain HBOCs and PFCs as the blood substitutes. So this question is compulsorily asked in the examination. So one question is pakka fixed related to blood substitutes. So for this question what you have to write is, what is blood substitute? You have to write the definition. That is, it is artificial oxygen carriers used when donor blood is unavailable. So it's kind of artificial oxygen carriers. Two main types are HBOCs and PFCs. So let's see what is HBOCs. HBOCs are hemoglobin based oxygen carriers. These are the artificial hemoglobin solution. This will carry oxygen directly. No blood group matching is required. So this is the main advantage of using HBOC, and it has a long shelf life. Like it can be stored or used up to the long for longer period. It is used in trauma, surgery, and emergencies. So whenever in such situations or cases, HBOCs will be used. uh, Consider the emergency, like accident has happened and a lot of blood is being lost. So immediate requirement of HBOCs or the blood will be needed. So at that time HBOCs will be used. And the limitation of HBOC is, it may cause vasoconstriction and high blood pressure sometimes. So this one is one of the limitation of HBOC. Other than that, it has so many advantages. PFCs are the perfluorocarbons. These are the synthetic fluorocarbon compounds. These dissolve oxygen, so they don't bind it, they dissolve the oxygen. This require high oxygen inhalation, and they are chemically stable and inert, they do not interact with other chemicals. It is used in temporary oxygen delivery, not for a longer period, but HBOCs can be used for the longer shelf life. And the limitation of PFCs are, it is a low oxygen carrying capacity. It does not have capacity of carrying a higher amount of oxygen, and shorter circulation time. So you can say, finally, HBOC is better than PFCs. So that's all you have to write about if they ask you about blood substitutes. Sometimes you just, if this question is being asked for around 10 marks, either points now, you just have to elaborate. You have nothing other than this to write. So these are the points that you just have to elaborate and explain. So the next question is, explain the lotus leaf effect and its engineering application. So what is lotus leaf effect? The lotus leaf remains clean even in muddy water. Usually where there's the lotus leaf and the lotus grow in the muddy waters. So even when they grow in muddy waters, the leaf will remain clean. So that is due to lotus leaf effect. This is due to the super hydrophobic surface of the leaf. Hydrophobic is water repellent. It means that the leaf of lotus plant is water resistant also, you can say. Like water droplets doesn't stay on the leaf, so the muddy water will obviously fall off from the leaf. So this is what happens with the lotus leaf effect. So this is how the leaf stays clean. The leaf has microscopic and nanoscopic rough structures coated with a waxy layer. So waxy layer will make the surface as water repellent. Water forms round droplets and roll off the surface. So I have already told you. So if this is the leaf, and this, if water falls on the surface of the leaf, it will form small round droplets and it will fall off the leaf. The next, while rolling, the droplets carry away the dust and dirt particles, making the leaf surface clean. So this is the whole concept of lotus leaf effect. And talking about the properties, the leaf effect will have the primary property as super hydrophobic. Hydrophobic is water repellent, water resistant, whatever you can say. And self cleaning property, because of rolling, that time all the dirt and dust particles will also be rolled off along with the water. Water repellent, dust resistant, low adhesion between water and surface. So these are the properties. Next, if we have to talk about the engineering applications of lotus leaf effect, it is used in the self-cleaning glass and window. So there are advanced glasses and windows which are self-cleaning, which will be done by applying this principle or the lotus leaf effect. Next, self-cleaning paints and building coats. Here also we'll use the lotus leaf effect. Waterproof fabrics and textiles, anti-fouling coating for ships and pipelines, solar panels to prevent the dust accumulation, medical devices that reduces bacterial addition, automobile windshields and mirrors, electronic devices with water resistant coating. So at least if you remember the starting 4 to 5 engineering applications, that is more than enough. So the next important question here from this module is shark skin inspired technology and frictionless swimsuits. So this is one of the super important question again. So first one is uh, shark skin inspired technology. Shark skin is covered with the tiny tooth like scales called dermal denticles. So this point you have to write first. This is the first and foremost point that should be written in a answer sheet. These denticles have riblet or grooved structures, and riblets reduce the water resistance and improve the swimming efficiency. So this type of modification or the feature will help the shark to move fast or to swim fast. This is an example of biomimicry, copying nature for engineering. So this technology or this kind of modification is used for other engineering practices. Next, the properties are: it reduces the friction or drag, it increases the speed of movement or speed of swimming. Next, it prevents attachment of microorganisms. Next, it improves the energy efficiency. Next, the frictionless swimsuits. How does this related to the shark skin? Swimsuits are designed by mimicking the riblet pattern of shark skin. So whatever the scales patterns of present on the shark skin, that pattern is being reflected, or it is being done used on the swimsuits, so that it helps in the faster movement or reducing the friction and drag. The surface channels water smoothly around the body surface or the body. This reduces the drag and helps the swimmers move fast with a less effort. I have already told you. It is used by professional swimmers in competitive events. So that's all about the frictionless swimsuits. The engineering applications of um, this type of modification in shark skin is high performance swimsuits. You can make high performance swimsuits out of that technology. And ship and submarine coatings, aircraft and automobile surfaces, pipelines, medical devices with antibacterial surfaces. So this is a simple and small topic. Just remember these words: uh, dermal denticles and grooved structures. This will reduce the water resistance and drag. And the example, just write it again, same points in the properties. And one more thing I have to tell you is, don't write in single word. So see here, properties is given and I have written just reduce friction or drag. Don't write this. You have to write it in a sentence format, so that it will attract the evaluator. And the next question is, explain how the Kingfisher beak inspired bullet train design. Kingfisher drives into the water with very little splash. So if this is the water surface, when the kingfisher bird will hit the water surface, only little splash of water takes place. So this technology or this feature of this bird is being used a lot in the engineering. How it is being used, I'll tell you in further. Its long pointed beak reduces air or water resistance. Since the bird have long pointed beak, so the resistance at the water point will be very less. Engineers copied this design, and this can be called biomimicry, for the Shinkansen bullet train. So this train has adopted this technology of birds beak shape and other technology related to this bird. And so this is how the Shinkansen bullet train is built. Working of the bullet train. Bullet train nose was redesigned like the Kingfisher's beak, so that it has the very less drag or the friction. This reduces the tunnel boom, the loud noise when exiting the tunnels. It also reduces the air resistance. The advantages of using this technologies: it produces less noise, reduces the air drag, higher speed, better energy efficiency, low electricity consumption, and eco-friendly design. And the application of this side of technology is: high speed bullet trains can be designed using this um, feature or technique, and aerodynamic vehicle design can be done, and transportation engineering also uses this technology or feature. Next one is: explain biotonic leaf technology and its application. So this is also repeated a lot number of times. What is biotonic leaf? Artificial leaf that mimics the photosynthesis. So that's called bio. It's not biotonic, it's bionic leaf. I'm so sorry. It uses sunlight, water, carbon dioxide, and bacteria. So all of these are the same used in the actual photosynthesis process. So it will produce liquid fuels and useful chemicals. It converts the solar energy into chemical energy. It is more efficient than the natural photosynthesis. So write all of these points in some more elaborated way, that's all. So you need not even add any extra point. If you write this in some like 2 to 3 lines each point, if you can elaborate to 2 to 3 lines, that is more than enough. The advantages of bionic leaf is: it is renewable energy, it reduces CO2, it is eco friendly, produces clean fuel, and high energy efficiency. The application of bionic leaf is in the biofuel production, hydrogen fuel generation, carbon dioxide reduction, artificial photosynthesis, sustainable energy production, and environmental protection. So in all of these areas, the bionic leaf will be very useful. The next question here is: explain the principal working and applications of echolocation in navigation and detection. The main principle of echolocation is: it is based on the reflection of sound waves. So echo means the reflecting back of whatever you have told. It measures the time taken for the echo to return. It is used to determine the distance, direction, and location of objects. So this echolocation principle is used to determine the distance, direction, and location of the objects. The working principle can be written as: it uses the ultrasonic sound waves that are emitted once the waves hit the object. The waves strike an object and reflect back. So this will help in determining the distance and direction of where the object is being placed. Echo is received and analyzed. The distance is calculated using this formula: distance equals to speed of sound into time divided by 2. The application of echolocation is: it is used in navigation by bats and dolphins. So it is naturally used by the animals like mammals. And sonar for ships and submarines, obstacle detection in robotics, medical ultrasonography, fish finding in oceans, and distance and depth measurement. So these are all the applications of echolocation technology. Next is: explain the superhydrophobic and self-cleaning surfaces. Superhydrophobic surfaces are extremely water repellent. Hydrophobic anta bandali, it is water repellent or water resistance. The water contact angle is greater than 150. So due to this contact angle, the water doesn't stay on the surface. It might fall off, it might roll off, it might slip off. So the water doesn't stay on the surface. The surface has micro and nanoscale roughness with a waxy coating, similarly which you have seen in the lotus leaf effect. In the lotus leaf, the same thing here it is. Water forms spherical droplets and rolls off easily. The same principle is used here. And the self-cleaning surfaces. So again, based on the lotus leaf effect, the rolling water droplet picks up the dust and dirt. Surface remains clean without detergents. Requires very low maintenance. as already told in the lotus leaf effect. So you can write the same points here. And the properties are again same: water repellent or water resistant, dust resistant, low adhesion, corrosion resistant, because no metal or anything is being used that will lead to corrosion, anti-fouling, and self-cleaning. The applications are self-cleaning glass windows, solar panels, waterproof textiles. The same exact answer which you have written for lotus leaf effect, you can write it here by little modifications. So yeah, that's all for the video, guys. These are the super important questions from module 4. Module 4 is super easy because you need not draw a single diagram here. If you really want to explain something, you can actually draw the diagram. That's not mandatory, but module 4 is super easy, as I'm telling you, because all most of the answers are repeated. And for the rest of the modules, important question explanation. So please stay updated, and to stay updated you need to subscribe the channel. Yeah, thank you guys. If you want any help, so just comment it down, I'll help you out. Thank you guys. Share it with your friends.